We'd like to welcome you who will shape the new world to Charles Darwin University, a university who believes we're made bolder by your unique experiences, perspectives and opinions. We'd like you to be part of our community, where we not only teach, but learn from you. We'll work together to create a path to turn your passion into a profession. We know we can help you get there. We're ranked in the top 5 Australian universities for graduate employment and salary outcomes. Not to mention being named the territory's best training provider 3 years running. But we can't take all the credit. Our students make us who we are. So we want you to join our flexible and supportive learning environment. Bring your determination to fight for social justice. That's going to give a powerful voice to those who need it most. Bring your toddler-proof resilience only a parent of 3 could have. That's going to give you the strength to reach your goals. Bring your curiosity for renewable energy. That's going to uncover more sustainable ways of living. And bring your bravery to pursue your dream career. That's going to take you to some exciting, unknown places. Bring whatever makes you, you. Because what you may think is holding you back could unlock your future. We're not like any other university, because you make CDU the New World University.
Hello, good day everyone. Thank you very much for joining this session. It's really great to be able to see you online. So for this opportunity, my name is Herwindu Sadewa, and I've got my colleague as well. So his name is Christian Sutisna. He's on the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on.
Thank you. Hi everyone. My name is Christian. I'm from CDU International College from Up Education. So today we are going to share a little bit about studying in Charles Darwin University and also CDU International College. Over to you, Windu.
Thank you very much. So that was Christian, and again, my name is Herwindu Sadewa, and I'm currently the Associate Director for International Marketing and Recruitment. So for this whole session, me and Christian will be able to help you in terms of choosing the best programs for you at Charles Darwin University. And this is a program that potentially be able to change your career and also your plan, your goals for futures as well. Okay, so we are from Charles Darwin University, and I'm actually live from Darwin in Australia. Okay, and Christian is also working for the pathway programs, CD International College, and currently based in Indonesia. Is that right, Christian?
Yeah, correct.
That is very good. Okay, so before I start, I'd like to give you a quick overview of the Charles Darwin University. So the university has been established for a long time. However, with all these achievements that we have achieved, and this is a very good achievement. So, for example, the first one that you can see from your screen is the top 5 for jobs and pay. Thank you very much. So the top 5 for jobs and pay. So we are nationally ranked Australian university for graduate employment and salary outcomes. What does that actually mean? So that means that when you study at university, when you study at Charles Darwin University, you will actually get a good job, a good full-time job right after you finish your degree. And according to our statistics, a lot of the students that we have, 85%, they will get a full-time job within 4 months after completing their degree. So not just getting a full-time job, but also getting a good salary rates as well. So for example, for an undergraduate, fresh graduate degree, so after finishing your undergraduate program, within 4 months, you'll get a job, most likely in Darwin, and your salary rate, it's usually around $60,000 to $70,000 a year, which is quite good, quite a lot of money for a fresh graduate. And for postgraduate level, they usually get around $70,000 to $80,000 a year. Okay, so it's actually a very, very good rate. So the second one that I'd like you to see on my screen is the flexible study options. Okay, so when you study at Charles Darwin University, you have the flexibility to and support that you have. You'll be able to study a lot of different programs as well, because Charles Darwin University is actually a dual sector university, which means that you will be able to study in vocational education training. So choosing programs across different ranges in cookery, commercial cookery, hospitality management, bakery, barber, and so on as well. So that's in depth. And the other one also in higher education. So higher educations range from diploma programs, bachelor programs, master's programs, and also PhD. In addition to that, we also have a very a good range of pathways programs. So no matter what is your academic level, you will still be able to enter the university. So we also offer programs in pathways, in foundations, and also in master's foundations as well, the bridging programs as well, which later on my colleague Christians will be able to tell you a lot more about the programs, the pathway programs, if you don't meet the requirement directly to the university. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that whatever programs that you choose from, there is always a way for you to come to the university. Then the third part that you can see from your screen, we have expert training providers. So when you study at the university, you will actually be learning from top academics. And these academics, they are the experts in the industry, because CDU, we have been receiving a lot of good awards and as the NT training provider of the year. And in fact, we have been receiving this award for the last 3 years in a row. So don't you worry, because those academics, they are the experts in the field, and you will be able to learn from top academics when you study with CDU. What about rankings? So rankings, we are in the top 100 in the Times Higher Education Asia Pacific University Ranking 2019. Okay, so it's top 100. Again, in terms of quality, it says there we are one of the best as well in the whole Asia as part of that Times Higher Educations. Lastly, I think I mentioned to you before, diverse range of courses with over 100 courses to choose from. So CDU can turn your passion into a career with a future. Okay. So next one, I'm going to discuss a little bit more of the online learning that we have. So you'll be able to study with a leader in online learning. So CDU has been doing online learning for almost 20 years. So it's actually pretty long. So we have done it way even before the COVID-19 situations. We've done it for a long time. So we are one of the leader in the online learning. So you will be able to still study university degrees that is available 100% online from the comfort of your home. Okay, so in terms of the platform itself, we have a very good and strong platform that we use. It's called Blackboard, and recently we have purchased an upgrade, which is now called a Blackboard Ultra. So Blackboard Ultra is the online platform that we have, and a lot of other universities are using this platform in the US, in Asia, and even also in Australia. So it's quite powerful, and this platform will actually help you how to collaborate with a lot of different people from different countries. So it doesn't really matter in terms of the locations, as long as you have the connections, and this platform will help you to collaborate among the team, among the students as well, and the academics. Okay, so with this platform, you are also able to access 24 out of 7 online tutor. You also get a lot of support from the fellow students. And when you access this platform, you can actually access from different machine that you have, okay? Different devices that you have. You can log in from your laptop, you can log in from your iPad, or you can also log in from your mobile phone. So that easy to just get connected with CDU when you study online. So a quick stats here in terms of our students. So the total number of students that we have 20,650 plus, okay? And there's a lot of different diversities, nationalities from international students that is studying at CDU. 69 countries of origin. The total number of CDU alumni, we have 83,700 plus, and the total number of international students at the moment is 1,900 plus. So it's quite a lot. It's a good diversity as well. And specifically from Thailand, Thailand is part of the top 5 international country for CDU, and currently we have about 275 plus students in total at CDU. Okay. All right. Next, where are we? So you must be wondering where we are located in Australia. So Darwin, that is where we are located. So the city itself is a unique tropical city, famous for its beautiful sunsets, natural scenery, food and arts markets, multiculturalism, indigenous culture, and the connection with Asia, it's very strong. Okay, as you can see from your map, we are located in the north side of Australia, as you can see there. So in the top part, and then from Darwin to Bali, for example, that's only 2.5 hours by plane, which is quite close. And from Darwin to Singapore, that's about 4.5 hours by plane. So it's actually very, very short distance by plane to go there. So we have 3 campuses in Darwin: Casuarina, Waterfront, and Palmerston. And then we have Alice Springs in the middle of Australia. And then we also have a campus in Sydney. Okay, so the location in Sydney is actually in the Sydney CBD, very strategically located because it's actually in walking distance to Chinatown. Very good locations for international students to study in the Sydney CBD, and this is for those students that would like to study in the city environment. Okay, so again, we're located on the top side of Australia, and it's also often described as the Australia's gateway to Asia because we are the closest locations towards Asia. Okay. All right, so best things about living in Darwin. So it's a friendly and culturally diverse community. People know you by name because it's a very close community as well. There is a lot of employment and career opportunities. And this is what I mentioned before, that when you study with CDU, after you graduate, within 4 months, you usually get a full-time job. Okay, so there's a lot of high employment and career opportunities that you can do. Relaxed lifestyle, lower cost of living, the gateway into Asia, and it's the home to a wealth of indigenous culture, a unique Australian experience. So if you really want to experience Australia, the outback of Australia, then Darwin is basically the best place for you to experience that. Best things about studying at CDU. So studying at CDU, you will be able to mix with a lot of different people, not just from international, but also from domestic students as well. So real Australians. So you'll be meeting with people from around the world. Okay, so I think I mentioned before about all the highlights that we have. Number one in graded salaries, number two in full-time employment, small class size, and look at those photos. A lot of the people are very cheerful, very happy, and those are the clubs and societies that we have at Charles Darwin University. So it's really important for you not just to study academically, but at the same time is to enjoy the experience of while you study by involving in a lot of different clubs and societies, so you'll be able to expand and build your connections, and then that is the connections that you will need in order for you to find a job later on as well. So a lot of international students, they like to do a lot of volunteer work. They like to participate in a lot of different activities. They like to do a lot of entertainment activities because they like to build their connections, not just within the students community, but also with the outside communities as well. Okay, with the government, with the workplace, industry, and so on as well. So very, very good opportunity for you to do a lot more here in Darwin. So I must say here, this is the COVID-19 situations in the NT. And this page here, these tiles that you can see from your screen has been taken directly from the Northern Territory government website. It's not from CDU. So as you can see, as of 26th of November, there's been 47 confirmed cases, and those 34 people have recovered, okay? And we have 13 active overseas acquired cases, and these people are actually coming from overseas. What is good is that there's 0 active local cases, and we've always had 0 since June, so which is quite a long time ago. And a lot of the businesses here in Darwin, they've already opened as normal, the business as normal, so which is quite safe. So we have been very, very lucky to be here located in Darwin. And the Northern Territory, so Darwin, continues to be one of the safest places in the world for COVID-19. Okay, so again, 0 active local cases for COVID-19 here in Darwin. So hopefully that numbers will still stay forever. Really hoping. Okay, so what's the other thing that is really good as well is the charter flight CDU. So Charles Darwin University is the only university in Australia that has the full approval from the government to organize a charter flight. So what does that actually mean? Okay, while the Australian borders are closed, so there's no international students that will be able to study in Australia. However, CDU has the approval to bring back or to bring international students to come to Darwin with our charter flight. Okay, so the charter flight that we're organizing, it's from Singapore to Darwin. So we'll be able to bring those students from Singapore, from overseas to Darwin. Okay, the charter flight is from Singapore. However, we are opening this flight from different nationalities, including Vietnam, China, Indonesia, Japan, and Hong Kong, and as well as Singapore, of course. So 6 countries, they will be able to transit in Singapore. And then when they are in Singapore, then we have our CDU charter flight, and we basically hire one whole flight only for CDU students, and we'll bring them to Darwin direct from Singapore to Darwin, 4.5 hours by plane. Okay, so these students, we are very excited because they will be arriving on the 30th of November, which is 4 days from now. Okay, they're very excited, and at the moment there are 64 students that will be arriving in Darwin, and all these students are doing different programs in vocational education training, in undergraduate programs, in postgraduate programs, and also in PhD, and also in I believe one also in foundations and diploma programs. So good diversity as well. So hopefully once the charter flight is happening in 4 days, hopefully we will be able to also organize another charter flights as well, bringing international students to come to Darwin. Okay, so this charter flight is only for CDU, is only for our universities, not for any other universities in Australia. Again, we've got this privilege to be able to do this, and we are the only universities in Australia that is doing this, which is pretty which is very, very good here for us. I'm not going to go into details the advantage of CDU with all these campuses, but I'd like to show you more of all the campuses that we have here. So we have Casuarina campus, and that is the picture, and that's where I am as well. We have the Waterfront campus, Palmerston campus, and Sydney campus. So in total, we actually have 11 campuses across Australia, including centers as well. We have some offices there. It's located in Brisbane and Adelaide too, all right? So again, this is the campus of Casuarina. This is actually the main campus where a lot of the programs are being delivered, okay? So Waterfront campus, this is located next to the city, or actually, sorry, it is actually inside the city, in the city CBD of Darwin. The location itself, it's actually, it's inside the hub of tourism and activities. Okay, there's a lot of cafes, bars, restaurants. There's a lot of different tourist area that you'll be able to do there while you study. And the programs that is delivered here, it's mainly business, IT, but also the pathway programs. The foundations and diplomas are located in this campus. It's pretty much a new building there. It's probably the last 7 years that we've built that building. And again, we have the business faculty there, which is quite good, located in the CBD areas. So make an easy access for business people to do a lot of different collaborations, to collaborate with different industry and so on as well. That's why it's located in the city CBD of Darwin. Next one here is Palmerston campus. So Palmerston campus, all the vet programs are located there. Okay, so including our hospitality management, hairdressing, beauty therapy, bakers as well. The campus is located in Palmerston. So all those campuses that I mentioned, so Casuarina, Waterfront, and also Palmerston, they are not very far to each other. They are only about 15 to 20 minutes distance by car. Okay, so it's not very far. So here's the next one, is in Alice Springs. So Alice Springs is in the middle of Australia. Okay, so we do have a campus there, and there's a lot of things that you can do as well, so especially in commercial cookery and also in education. The next one is Sydney campus. So the program here, it's only at the moment, it's only focused on the health related programs. All right. So I'm not going to go too much into details, but I'd like to highlight this actually. This is a student. So I'd like to introduce to our past student. So her name is May. May came from China and she completed her Master of Accounting Professional Practice. Okay. So part of these programs, she was able to do 300 hours of internship. It's actually compulsory to do 300 hours of internship as part of the Master of Accounting Professional Practice. Okay, while she's doing the internship, she actually chose for her to do her internship in Westpac Bank. So for those who don't know, Westpac Bank is actually one of the 4th biggest bank in Australia. Okay, so she was able to work there for 300 hours. And that's where she actually was able to open her career or her gate to enter her into the banking world. So when she finished her degree, she was actually got a job straight in the Westpac Bank itself as a customer excellence specialist, and she's still working there until now. Okay. So that's what that's the evidence of the quality of CDU. So you will be able to get a full-time job right after you finish the degree or within 4 months after finishing your degree. A lot of people here find it quite easier to find a job in Darwin after finishing a degree. So another student, so same thing as well, and she was able to work in paralegal at Menzies School of Health after she finished her degree. So I'm going to go straight into the next part here. So how to apply. So follow our simple 8-step process for applying to study as an international student with Charles Darwin University. So of course, there's only 2 ways for you to submit applications. So one is to submit application through online, but our recommendation is for you to submit your application through AIC. Okay, AIC, they are based in Bangkok. They are our official agent. That's located there in Thailand, and also in Laos as well. They go office in Bangkok and Laos, and they will be able to help you from the start of your applications until the end. Okay, and there's no fees at all. Even when you submit an application via AIC, there's no fees at all. So you got nothing to lose really. Okay, as long as you have your qualifications or your documentations and transcript and so on ready, so that AIC staff will be able to help you to secure you an offer letter from CDU. All right. So second one, check the entry requirements, apply online or CDU education agents, which AIC I mentioned to that, application assessment, and basically if you follow these 8 simple steps, it will be easy for you to find to receive an offer. There's more information in the link down below for you to see more information about how to apply. All right. So this is what is really important. Majority of the students are coming from Bangkok. Who's listening to these sessions. So the entry requirement, which is very, very important for you to have in order to get an offer letter from CDU. So for an undergraduate programs, you must successfully complete your Matayam 6 with a GPA of 3.0 or better. Okay. Or you can also complete 1-year degree, bachelor degree at a recognized university in Thailand, and then you'll be able to apply for a credit transfer, and then we'll be able to assess that, and then you can transfer to bachelor degree at CDU. The foundations is also available from semester 2 this year. Again, Christian later will be able to tell you a lot more about the programs. And then we have the postgraduate there. The postgraduate, you need to successfully complete the degree. You probably don't really understand section 1, section 2, section 2, and so on as well, because that is actually our internal. So my suggestion there, if you want to apply for our master's degree at CDU, you just need to have a certificate and successfully complete your program. I think that's the minimum requirement that we accept. Okay. The English entry requirements. So this is for standard entry requirements only. For a bachelor degrees, you will need to have an academic overall of 6.0 with no band less than 6.0. That is for bachelor. Okay. But for master's degree, it's not there. I'm not sure. Okay, it's not there, but it's 6.5 IELTS score with no band less than 6.0. Okay. All right. This is to guide you how to look at our website. So you just need to go to www.cdu.edu.au, and then if you're looking from the right-hand side, you'll be able to see international there on the top. What do you call this? On the top part, it says international, and then you click how to apply, and then you will find the courses that is available that we offer at CDU, and then you look at the specific program. So it's quite easy, very, very easy to navigate our website. All right, so now I'm actually going to go into the programs that we have. So these are the faculties or the colleges, we call it here, that we have at Charles Darwin University. So we have higher educations on the left side, and we also have vocational education training. All right. So we have programs in business and law. We have programs in, we have faculties in business and law. We have faculties in arts and society, nursing, midwifery, engineering, IT, environment science, and health and human science, and also in education. All right. Maybe I will I'll go first, Christian. What do you think? I'll go first in all the programs that we have, and then I'll pass it on over to you. Is that okay, Christian?
Yep.
That's great. Thank you very much. So Christian later on will explain to you more in terms of the programs that he has here in the pathway programs. Okay. So let's go to the business accounting. So this is the business and accounting program that we have. I must say, before I go through all the programs that we have, I must say that majority of the programs that we are actually focusing in two sides. So 50-50 in the theory and as well as the practicality as well. So we need to make sure that the theory and practicality match. Okay, we need to ensure that when you study, you will also need to be able to apply it in a work environment. So that's why a lot of the students like this type of this concept of study, because they will be able to be ready to find a job right after they finish their degree. Okay, so and as a university point of view, of course, we would like you to be able to apply those theory that you learn from books, from journals, from website, and so on as well, and be able to apply it in a work environment. And that's what we want. All right. So with this business accounting, we have good programs. And I mentioned earlier, especially in the example that I've given you about May. So May completed the MBA programs, MPA program, sorry, and those programs have 300 hours of internship. And this is a professional experience. You'll be able to actually find work in an Australian company or an Australian environment while you're completing your degree. So which is really, really good opportunity. For the bachelor programs, we have in international human resource management, in management marketing, and these campuses it's in Waterfront, which is what I mentioned before. So it is in the CBD of Darwin. The entry requirements here, I think I mentioned to you before, you just need to complete successfully of your Matayum 6, okay, and then the English requirement is the IELTS 6.0. We do have some packages available as well, and this will be the requirements. All right, health and sciences. So this faculty is actually an award-winning faculty and is the largest college at CDU. Nursing and midwifery students, they do placements across Australia and engage in activities and research in countries around the world. So nursing students, they will do clinical placements in a lot of different hospitals as well and clinics, not just in Darwin, but across Australia. So you'll be able to get a lot of good experience and be able to expose in a lot of different cities. It's not just in Darwin, all right? Midwifery, health science, psychology, pharmacy, public health, and so on. So these are the programs that we offer at Charles Darwin University and also includes placements across Australia, okay? All right, and the programs here, the entry requirement, it's a little bit more higher because it's the requirement from the government. The students will have to have a higher entry requirements in order to get into this program. So the English part has to be 6.5 or equivalent, and for nursing programs that you need to have 7.0. Okay, for either for undergraduate or even postgraduate programs. So it has to be higher. Engineering, this is the next one, the next faculty that we have. So this faculty offers programs or engineering programs. We have specialized in mechanical, civil, and structural, and also electrical and electronics. So again, students graduate with real work experience, and you will participate in projects. In different projects, real projects across biomedical, engineering, renewable energy, sustainability, 3D printing, robotics, and mechatronics. All right. And a lot of the programs that we have are also professionally engineering qualifications or accredited by Engineers Australia and also recognized under the Washington Accord. So these are the programs that we have across the Faculty of Engineering, IT, Environmental Science. We have the engineering programs there in the diploma level, bachelor level, and also master's level. In fact, we also have a double degree from Bachelor of Engineering, Science, and Master of Engineering, so double degree. So, and that's the program that you need to take about 4.5 years, but you'll be able to get those two qualifications. in the IT sector. So we have the diploma programs, Bachelor of IT, Bachelor of Computer Science, and then we have Masters of IT and Master Data Science. So these programs that we have in IT, they are also accredited by the Australian Computer Society or ACS. And we do also have industry certifications from Microsoft and Cisco. Those are big companies in the world here, so which is really great. So you already have the industry certifications, and the programs are also again accredited by the Australian Computer Society. In the environmental side, we offer programs in Bachelor Environmental Science, Bachelor of Science honors as well. And this is what's really important. Industry partners is very, very important because and that's where you actually get a lot of good connections as well, and you do real work and real projects while you study at the university. All right. We work together with NEC, IBM, InterSystems, Kinetic IT, and also the government as well. So all these partners that we have. This is only a small part, but we have a long list that we work with. And the entry requirement is a standard. Bachelor is 6.0 and Masters is 6.5. Educations. So again, these programs is also accredited by the Australian Institute for Teaching and School Leadership and Teacher Registration Board of the NT. So if you like to become a teacher in future, you can do our programs in the education. Okay, so in courses for teacher registrations. So we offer programs in the bachelor and also master's levels. So these are the master's levels and the bachelor programs that we have in the educations. Okay, not just to become a teacher, but you can also working in government, in the Department of Education, for example, or in the management part of the school, okay, or in institutions. You can also work in those areas. Emergency and disaster management. This is what is unique for CDU because not many universities have this program, and students, they will be able to learn how to approach disaster, emergency, and community risk holistically. So students will be able to learn scenario training, and they will be taught by industry experts and complete placements at leading aid agencies, NGOs, and also government departments. Very, very good program. Not many universities in Australia have this, only us, okay? And these are some of the programs in arts and some of the career or jobs that you'll be able to work, especially after graduating from our programs and from our emergency and disaster management. And also on the right side, you will be able to see the approximate salary range in a year. Okay. And lastly, the area that we have, this is in vocational education training. We have hospitality and cookery that you'll be able to package. All right. So a lot of different programs that we have in cookery, hospitality, and also baking. And the entry requirements is lower. IELTS is 5.5 and no band less than 5.0. On-campus accommodation, we do have on-campus accommodation, so it's within the inside part of the university, so it's only about 5-minute walking distance. We do have another campus that is only 10 minutes walking distance, which is called Uni Lodge Darwin. So we have two campuses accommodation, International House Darwin and also Uni Lodge Darwin, and you can see those images that's been taken directly from our accommodation on campus. This is what's really good here, and I would like to highlight more as well. This table here is an estimated weekly expenses for a single student. Okay, so I'll repeat, it's for a single student. So it compares basically the cost for living in on-campus accommodation and also shared accommodation or outside or rental accommodation, for example. The table is there. You'll be able to see that the cost for living on campus is 175 to 227. So you'll be able to choose a different type of accommodations. There is a single room, a studio. There's also an accommodation that you need to live with like in a 4-bedroom apartment, for example, or 4-bedroom room, 4-bedroom unit, for example. So you will be in terms of the room itself, you actually you actually will have a room for yourself, so you will not be sharing your room with anybody else. So the room itself, it belongs to you, so one room per person. However, in some of the accommodations, you will need to share the common areas such as the kitchen, the lounge room, or also the bathroom that you will need to share with other people. But in Australia or in CDU, you will have your own room, so you have your own privacy. Okay. What is good with living on campus is that gas, electricity, and water, all the utilities are already included, so there's no additional cost that you need to pay. Okay. So those are the pricings. The last part that I'd like to highlight is the public transportation. Public transportation, it only costs you $7 a week, which is not very expensive at all. It's actually one of the cheapest public transportation in the whole Australia. I've been living in Australia for the last 17 years, and I can tell you that $7 a week is actually the cheapest in Australia. All right, so this is an employment statistics that we received from Deloitte's report. So it's not from the university. Basically, it gives you the difference in terms of the statistics for students. They are inside the Northern Territory, which is in Darwin, and outside of the NT territory. Okay. So what I like to highlight here basically is that the salary, student salaries, if they're working part-time inside the NT, inside the Northern Territory, they actually get got more pay. Okay, they get more, about between $24 an hour to $29 on the weekends. So it's quite high compared to outside NT. So other cities outside Australia, they'll get less salary per hour. This is, I believe, this is what you've been waiting for. This is the scholarship page. So we offer, Charles Darwin University offers very generous scholarships. Okay. So we do have the Vice Chancellor International High Achievers Scholarship. So ranging from 10%, 15%, 15%, 25%, or 50% scholarship. We unfortunately do not have full scholarship. The highest that we have is 50%, and all these scholarships that we have, they are based on the academic requirements. So as you can see, the percentage score in your screen, those are the minimum percentage that you need to have in order to apply the scholarship that we have. Okay, so all the scholarship that we offer, for you, I recommend you to always apply for scholarships, because we have a lot of quota to be given out as well. So I invite you to keep checking the link that is present there in your screen. That link goes to our scholarship website, and we are updating this link every month. Okay, so hopefully the closer to you submitting your application, I recommend you to also click that link or check that link again to see whether there's any new scholarships that you can apply. So again, there's plenty of scholarships that you can apply from CDU. All right. The student support services. So we offer all these support services. Majority are actually free of charge, whether you have personal support, whether you want to discuss something that is personal, including mental health counseling, access and inclusion, career and employment counseling. So we give you all the support that is, those are actually free of charge. We also offer academic support, including Learn9, library guides, how to do your essay, how to write your essay, and so on as well. The university is not going to help you to write essay, but we will be able to help you guide and how to get the resources and how to structure your essay accordingly as well. Okay. And international student support. So we have a dedicated staff to assist with your confirmation and enrollment, information, orientation, student visa obligations, so all the things that is related to administration, so be able to help you. So again, in every stage that you study here at Charles Darwin University, you will always get the support that is needed for you. Okay, so don't you worry. There's always people that is helping you and to provide you with a lot of different support in every stage of your study here at CDU. So I guess that's it from me. I'm including a lot of different resources here, links to our social media channels, to our pool of images and student stories that basically will be able to help you to hear more from us, and a lot of different articles as well that we post there. I recommend you to have a look on those as part of your research, and you'll be able to see a lot of different interesting, a lot of different stories from different nationalities as well. So I really recommend you to for you to visit those links. And this is my contact. So my name is there, and you can email to international@cdu.edu.au, and you'll be able to be in contact with us as well. And my phone numbers are there. So join us in our social media channels. We got all the links available there. And for you to have a look again, there's a lot of different stories, interesting stories that we always put there on a weekly basis. All right. So next one, I will actually going to give the presentations to my colleague Christians, who will be able to tell you more about the exciting programs that he has, especially in the foundations and diploma programs. Okay. So Christian, over to you.
Thank you, Windu. So I think you already cover most of the most of the thing. So I think I'm just going to share a little bit about studying in CDU International College. So hello again, everyone. For those of you who has just joined the live sessions, my name is Christian from Up Educations. So we are working closely with Charles Darwin University for the pathway program called CDU International College. Okay, so what are the programs that we offer for the international student for the pathway program? So we do have 3 programs. We have the International Foundation Studies Program, we have the International Diploma Program, and also the International Master Preparation Program, or we call it Pre-Masters. So for our all of our pathway programs, so we are located in one of the CDU campuses, which is in Waterfront campus. It's located on the CBD area of Darwin, so you can find a lot of restaurant, cafes, entertainment center, and also the shopping center around Waterfront. And this is the Waterfront campus, so it's a modern and spacious environment. For the pathway program, so actually the plus point is we do have smaller size classes for all the students, so the study will be more effective. And the first program that we offer is Foundation Studies Program. So for all of you who want to join our foundation, you just have to pass or finish your Matayong 5 with a GPA 2.3. And then you can continue to our foundation program for 8 months or 2 semesters in March, July, and November with the IELTS 5.5 with no band below 5.0, and then you can continue to our to the CDU bachelor program. So for some of the bachelor program needs IELTS requirement. So for example, like Bachelor of Nursing, they require you to have an IELTS for 7.0 with open below 7.0 as well. So, and also we do have a new program for CDU. It's packaged from our foundations, bachelor's and master's. It's for the health program. So we do have the Bachelor of Health Foundations program, and then packaged with Bachelor of Health Science, and also packaged with either Master of Nutrition, Master of Speech and Language Therapy, and also Master of Occupational Therapy. And the second one is the diploma program. So actually, diploma program, we actually give an option to the students to have same duration of study. For bachelor's is 3 years and bachelor with honors for 4 years with via diploma program. So there is two type for you for Matayom 6 students to enter the CDU. So the first one is direct entry, the one that Windows already covered before. And the second one, or the second option, is via diploma program from CDU International College. So so diploma program is actually we giving the students options to have the same duration of study with the lower cost and also with the easier entry requirement. So, for example, if you guys apply for direct entry for Bachelor of Business, the tuition fee is around 27,000. And if you are going via diploma from CDU International College, there will be the cost is only 26,000. So there is a thousand gap. And also we do have scholarship scheme. So I will explain that later. So for our first year diploma program, we do have diploma in business and also diploma in IT. The English requirements, we require you to have IELTS for overall score 5.5 with no band below 5.0. And also for the academic, for those of you who finish Matayom 6, you have to achieve GPA minimum 2.3. And we'll continue to the postgraduate pathway, or we call it pre-master's program. So we have two type of pre-master's program. The first one is Master Preparation Program, or we call it MPP, and also the second one is MQP, or we call it Master Qualifying Program. So for International Master Preparation Program, so it's basically more focused to the English courses. So for students who have finished the bachelor program, you can join our master preparation program if you can't go directly for master program because of your IELTS. So most of the master's program in CDU, they require you to have IELTS for overall 6.5 with no band below 6.0. But if you enter via master preparation program, you just have to have an IELTS for overall score 6.0 with no band below 5.5. And after that, you can continue to all master's program in CDU except Master of Teaching. And the tuition fee is really, really affordable for you. It's only 4,500 Australian dollar for master preparation program. And the second one is master qualifying program. And also the master qualifying program, we also have two types. It's actually the difference is only the durations. So for the standard program, it's the duration is 8 months. So actually for master qualifying program, we can accept from associate degree. I mean for 3 years post high school study or 3 years diploma, and then you can continue to our master qualifying program and then continue to master's program in CDU without having a bachelor degree. So the intake is also the same. We have in March, July, and November. So for the standard program, the 8 months program, we require you to have the IELTS for overall 5.5 with no band below 5.5 as well. And also for the accelerated one, the accelerated is only one semester, which is 4 to 5 months. And we require you to have IELTS 6.0 with no band below 5.5. And for MQP or Master Qualifying Program, the progression courses it's limited, so it's you cannot take MQP and then progress to all master's program in CDU. So this is the list of program that you can progress from our MQP program. So for once again for MPP, you can continue or progress to all master's program in the CDU except Master of Teaching. And for MQP, this is the list of courses that you can progress from MQP. So we do have graduate certificate in education up until the Master of Teaching. So and also you can see all the duration details and also the intakes. and also the additional requirement.
Darwin is a young and vibrant city located in Australia's Northern Territory. It's a region full of ancient landscapes, but with a young multicultural population and a growing economy. Darwin is Australia's northern tropical capital. It is Asia's gateway to Australia and Australia's gateway to Asia. Indonesia is just 2 hours away, Singapore, Malaysia and the Philippines just 4 hours, all on direct flights by Silk Air, AirAsia, Malaysian Airlines, Philippine Airlines, Qantas, Jetstar, Virgin and Air North. Australia's Northern Territory is large at 1,352,176 square kilometres. That makes it over 3 times the size of Vietnam or the land equivalent of France, Italy and Spain combined. The Northern Territory is resource-rich in minerals, oil and gas. It exports cattle, seafood, tropical fruits and some of the largest pearls in the world. The Port of Darwin is Australia's most northern natural deep-water port. Tourism is a growing industry as the territory welcomes people from around the world. There is a strong research focus on tropical health and medicine, environmental science and oil and gas. Darwin hosts international conferences. There are over 400 years of trading history between the indigenous communities of the Northern Territory and Macassan and Chinese traders. Darwin's cultural heritage is therefore a unique blend of indigenous, Asian and European influences. It is a very multicultural city with strong community-based cultural and religious links. It proudly celebrates this in festivals and events held throughout the year, such as the Gamelan Festival, Pesona Indonesia, India at Mindil, and Changhua Society Moon Festival. There are plenty of things to do in Darwin, and many of them are free. There is no time for being idle, with plenty of things to do in a climate not hampered by the cold. Darwin has a sporting culture which takes advantage of the many outdoor recreation facilities. Fancy a movie, or is shopping on the agenda? Darwin has a variety of air-conditioned retail centres. Casuarina Square has around 170 national and international retail outlets and is currently the largest shopping mall in the Northern Territory. In Darwin City, Smith Street Mall, Darwin Central and the waterfront offer over 200 different shops. Litchfield and Kakadu are at your fingertips with waterfalls, gorges and natural formations not seen anywhere else in the world, and it's all in easy access from Darwin. With wonderful swimming holes, camping and wildlife parks, there's no shortage of things to do. Award-winning restaurants, cafes and markets that supply a wide range of Asian produce provide an outstanding diversity of food that makes eating out or in feel more like home. The dry lasts from May to October and is nothing short of perfect. While the rest of Australia is freezing through winter, top-enders are enjoying on average just 3 cloudy days a month, low humidity and regular temperatures of around 30 degrees Celsius. But let's face it, Darwin can be hot. Between November and April, spectacular thunderstorms fill the northern sky. The humidity increases and the temperatures are high. This time of the year does offer beautiful balmy evenings and cooling tropical rains. Most homes and student accommodation is air-conditioned, keeping things cool and comfortable while at home. There are a wide range of accommodation options for international students in Darwin. Living in a student community on campus at International House Darwin or the nearby Uni Lodge Darwin. Being part of the community by living with a local family in a homestay. The majority of students share the rent of modern apartments and houses in suburbs close to their educational provider. Education has a high priority in the Northern Territory, with well-resourced secondary, vocational and tertiary institutions, all with a diverse range of education options. Students appreciate the small class sizes and personalised learning experience with their teachers. Intensive English language training is available for all levels of study. If you are just learning the language or are looking to learn academic English to study for your PhD. There are courses for a few weeks or a full year in your school and through well-respected global educators such as Navitas, located at the Charles Darwin University. English language courses are also available through VET providers, Australian Careers College and BCA National Training Group. There are vocational courses like hospitality, aged care, early childhood, business and accounting. Higher education and resource courses at Charles Darwin University at a bachelor, master's and PhD level, tropical medicine, engineering, North Australian Centre for Oil and Gas, nursing, teaching. Darwin is Australia's most northern capital city with a strong public sector, tourism industry and growing private sector. There are many part-time employment opportunities for international students. Local employers value their knowledge and skills and enthusiasm. Students value the opportunity to learn new skills and improve their English. There is a strong demand in Darwin's business community for skilled trainees and graduates. Opportunities exist in both the public and private business sectors for students, internships and professional placements. If you choose to take up a post-study working visa, Darwin has opportunities to gain extended professional experience and knowledge. Darwin is a growing, vibrant young city with excellent opportunities. It provides a safe environment, allowing students to focus on and pursue their goals. Study in the Northern Territory. The freedom to be you.
Okay, that was complete video about Darwin and also the Northern Territory. So last but not least, we do have a scholarship scheme for the pathway program for CDU International College. For next year, we do have a scholarship 30% for foundation program, 20% for international year 1 program, and also 20% for master qualifying program for the 8 months program or standard program. So the scholarship is automatic scholarship. So you just have to submit all the documents and also the applications, and the scholarship will be reflected on your offer letter. So that was the end of the presentation. So if you want to know more about UP education, especially CNU International College, you can follow our Instagram at up.education, and also you can follow our Facebook at up.education.nz. And I think I'm going to give it back to Windu, or maybe if you guys have any questions to us.
No, that's good. That was a very good presentation, Christian. It was really good for the audience to be able to see the different options that they be able to study. And I think this is reflective of what I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the presentation, that there's always a lot of options for students to choose from.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
True.
There you go. No, that's good. And again, we have a lot of scholarships that is available to offer for all our students. They will need to, of course, maintain, and especially for my scholarship, they will need to meet the requirements. So it's always based on academic requirements. But I recommend for everyone to apply those scholarships if you think that you meet the entry requirements. That's good. All right. So the next part, I believe we have some questions from the audience, which I think April will be able to tell us more which questions that we get.
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone. พี่เอพิวนะคะ Welcome to our last section that we have Q&A question. So we have some question about the pilot project, which is Windu already answered that now we Darwin have a pilot project that will bring students to Australia. And the next question, I think for Chris.
April.
Pardon?
April, can I just add one more thing about the charter flight?
Sure.
No, that's good. I think you mentioned a good point, and that was also a good question about the charter flight. So the first charter flight that we're organizing is this Sunday. So we have been preparing for this charter flight to happen for the last pretty much 3 to 4 months. It's pretty long time ago. But we are very excited that it will be coming in 4 days from now. So what's actually happening is that we have recently submitted another proposal to the government, and hopefully that we'll be able to organize a second charter flight from overseas. Okay, so we just need to make sure that this first charter flight is happening very smoothly with no issues. And once the flight arrives in Darwin, and then that proposal will take into effect, and they will be able to assess this proposal, and hopefully we get the approval very soon as well for the second charter flight. And if the second charter flight is approved, then we would like to open this this flight to other nationalities as well. And I'm really hoping that we'll be able to also open for people in Thailand and also in Laos. Yeah.
That's great, Windu. So we go for the next question. I think it's for Christian. There is some student from Laos, so asking if I graduate from grade 12 from Vientiane school in Vientiane. Can I study diploma of IT or go to the bachelor degree and any scholarship?
Okay, so thank you for the question. So for the if you finish your grade 12, actually you can go with the both options. So you can go direct entry to Charles Darwin University, or you can go for our diploma program via CDU International College. So like I said before, for the diploma program, it's actually we are giving options for students to have the same duration of study, which is for IT is only 2 years, and with lower requirements for sure, and also lower requirements means the academic and also the English, and also with the lower tuition fee as well. And for the scholarship itself, don't worry, we have 20% automatic scholarship for diploma program. So you just have to submit all your documents and also the applications, and then you can have that 20% scholarship for diploma program. And then all will be packaged with the bachelor program as well.
Thank you.
Just to add as well, I think I'm not 100% sure if the students graduated from year 12 in Laos will be able to go straight to bachelor degree. I think the students will have to go into different programs, depending whether the student is from the international schools, which offers IB or A level, and that way we can accept it. But if it's local school, I'm not 100% sure that you'll be able to get into bachelor levels. So possibly through foundations or probably diploma as well, yes, but not through bachelor programs. So again, depending on what qualifications that the students completed from Laos.
Okay, thank you. So another question from Thailand. So if a student graduate from Bangkok University International College, do I need to take an IELTS?
Okay, and so this is for students that wanting to study bachelor degree, is that right?
I think from master degree.
Masters, yeah.
Got it. Okay, thank you for the clarification. So for those, for that student, if your programs from previous university, from the Bangkok International College, it has been delivered and assessed everything in English, and that you're graduated from the last 2 years, you just need to provide a statement letter from the university saying that everything was run and assessed everything in English, and that letter can be served as a waiver for your English requirements. Okay, if your if your previous program did not run everything in English and assess, unfortunately you will need to take an English test, either that's IELTS, PTE, or TOEFL.
Okay, so which means that all international college can apply to this term. Like if they get the letter that the English that they program being taught in English medium instruction.
That's correct. Medium instruction has to be in English. So it's not just the medium instruction, but it has also needs to be assessed everything, exam, essays, everything in English.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has to be assessed also in English.
Thank you. And next question going to be compare about the living cost and so compared with Sydney campus, in the living cost in Darwin, is Darwin cheaper? Is it hard to find part-time job in Darwin? Sorry.
Sure. So two different questions. So one is the living cost. So I must say that I have been living in Australia for the last 17 years. And I used to live in Canberra, which is only 3 hours drive to Sydney. So I lived there in Canberra for the last 16 years. I've just moved to Darwin last year. And having said that, living in, and I experienced that myself as well. And living in Sydney is actually way more expensive compared to living in Darwin. Okay. If you rent, for example, rent in Sydney, especially in CBD areas, it can cost you about $500, $600 a week. While in Darwin, when you rent a place for a week, it will only cost you about 100, depending. So if it's a house or if it's on campus accommodation, but on campus accommodation, as you can see from my table before, it only costs about $175 to about $200 per week, which is way more cheaper. And then transportation in Darwin is $7 a week. If you're living in Sydney, it's probably more than $20 or $30, actually maybe $40 a week that you need to spend for your transportation. So that's the first part. The second part, part-time job. So to find a part-time job in Darwin is also relatively easier compared to find a part-time job in Sydney or in big cities, really, in other cities. Because if you're living in other cities, basically those cities have more people. And if we have more people, that means you have more competitions. Okay. But I must say that the fact that there is everyone is facing the pandemic situations, the coronavirus, COVID-19 situations, it's actually getting harder also to find a part-time job, not just in Darwin, but also in overall Australia. A lot of people are losing jobs, of course. Again, this is not Australia, but also overseas internationally as well. But I must say that because a lot of businesses here in Darwin have already resumed, have already opened like normal. So a lot of the people here are hiring a lot more students or part-time jobs, which really opens for another opportunity for international students to work part-time. So again, in conclusion, I must say that I will say that to find a part-time job in Darwin is easier to compare to other cities in Australia.
Okay. Thank you so much. The last question, last but not least. Last question, the student asking if the student choose to study in Sydney campus, they still got the scholarship from that you mentioned above.
So yes, the scholarship. So that's actually a very good question. So scholarship is applicable for all programs. So we don't have any specific programs that is only for a specific degree, only for one degree, which is nursing. So in Sydney, we only have nursing programs anyway. Okay. So if you want to study nursing in Sydney, then we will be having a 20% scholarship, and it will be actually launched next week. Okay. Otherwise, you will need to apply for other scholarships that we offer as per the information that I showed you in my PowerPoint slides. But if you are applying for those scholarships, you need to achieve the minimum entry requirements. Okay. Again, it's probably best for you to wait until next week if you would like to apply for the new scholarship that we offer only for Bachelor of Nursing in Sydney. So the other scholarship that we have is applicable for all other programs in Casuarina, in Darwin, and in Alice Spring, and also in Sydney as well. So all mixed together. And Christians, your scholarship that is only available in the waterfront, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and for the foundations and diploma, and also master, MQP and MPP.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep, right.
Thank
Over to
you.
April. That's great.
Yeah, that's it. That's all the
Okay.
questions that but if we're gonna have another section in Thai and in Laos. So definitely, if student probably gonna have some question, I will probably contact you guys. And thank you so much for your time today. Appreciate it, and
No worries.
happy to see you guys again, and happy to see you guys more.
Yeah. No, that's good. If I
Likewise.
can advise, I can just very last word for the audience.
Sure.
So look, the role of the university is to help students to be a successful person and to be able to find a job. Okay. So no matter what programs that you're choosing for, I recommend for you to choose your passion as well. So once you have your passions and you do a program, and then you choose the best program that you think is right for you. Okay. And then there is the role of the university is to be able to help you from the beginning until the end, from giving you, offer you good scholarships, from supporting you from in every stage of your study journey as well. So if you have any problem, we're always there to help you. So it is our goal. It is the university's goal is to help you and become a successful person. Okay. So the programs that we have has embedded theory and practical, which really help you in order to find a job, and again to make you a successful person and get a better career, better outcome as well. Okay. So we are always there to help you. Our team will always be there also to help you in every stage in every stage of your study journey. Okay. Well, great. That was it from me. Unless Christian has something else to say as well.
Nope, I'm good. Thank you so much
You're good. No worries.
Thank you so much for your
Okay.
Thank you
Absolutely.
so much.
Thank you for assistance. Thank you very much,
Yep.
April. And
Maybe see
hope,
you next time on the next session.
Sure.
Of course. Take care.
Thank
Yeah.
you ค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบ
บ๊าย
คุณ
บา
ครับ
ย
บ๊ายบาย
Bye bye.
Bye.